Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
You can use the Express Start feature to create a new company file. This feature simplifies and segments the steps in the Easy Step interview into more manageable sections so you can get started with QuickBooks more quickly. When you first open QuickBooks, the option to create a company file using the Express Start feature is displayed within the QuickBooks Setup screen. Note that this is the same screen that opens if you select File and then choose the New Company command from the menu bar, or simply click the Create a New Company button that's shown in the No Company Open window. Now, if you wish to use the Express Start feature, then click the Express Start button within the QuickBooks Setup screen to begin. Also note that for advanced features in Setup, you can still use the Easy Step interview to more thoroughly customize your company file at startup. To do this, click the Advanced Setup button that is shown within the QuickBooks Setup screen instead. You can then use the Easy Step interview, which we will discuss in the next lesson, to create your company file. Now, in the first Express Start screen, enter your company's name as you wish it to appear to customers and vendors. Note that if you use a different name for legal and tax filings, you will actually enter that name into the third Express Start screen. Next, click the Help Me Choose hyperlink that appears next to the Industry text box to open the Select Your Industry window. This window allows you to select your company file's industry. Note that the industry choice will impact which features of QuickBooks are enabled and disabled, as well as determine the initial chart of accounts used by your company file. However, you can change these settings later if needed. Within this window, scroll through the industry list in the lower left corner until you find the industry type that most closely matches the type of business that you operate, and then click on the industry to select it. The chart of accounts for the selected type of industry will then appear in the window to the right for you to review if desired. Note that if you cannot find a specific match for your industry, you can select the General Product-Based Business or General Service-Based Business choices. Note that you should only choose the Other/None option if you wish to create all of the accounts used by your company file manually by yourself or with your accountant. Once you've made your industry selection, you can then click the OK button to return to the Express Start screen. Next, use the Company Type drop-down to select the legal structure of your company file. This determines the tax-related settings for your company file. Then enter the Tax ID number, or FEIN, or your Social Security number into the Tax ID number field. Now, when finished, click the Continue button to move to the second Express Start screen. In this screen, you can enter your Intuit ID or the email address associated with your Intuit ID into the email address field. Note that you must be connected to the internet for this part of the company file setup. If you do not have an Intuit account yet, then enter the business email address you want to associate with your Intuit account. The account will then be created during this part of the process. The Intuit account links you to goods and services available through Intuit. Now, once you've entered your email address, simply click the Validate button to continue. Now, if you already have an Intuit account, then enter the associated password for the account or enter a new password for the account if creating a new Intuit account. If you want to create both a local and online copy of your company file so that you can use QuickBooks Online, then leave the check within the checkbox for Set up my company file locally and on Intuit servers so that I can access QuickBooks features online. Now, if you do not want this to occur, then uncheck the checkbox before clicking the Continue button. Note that this is an optional step that will make a copy of your company file on both your local machine as well as on an Intuit server, which you can then sync in order to use QuickBooks features online. Now, in the third Express Start screen, you can enter your company's legal name used for legal and tax filings if it differs from the company name that you entered into the first screen. Then enter your company file's address information into the fields provided. You can also enter the company's phone, email, and website into the indicated fields of the same name. Now, when you're finished on this screen, you can click the Preview Your Settings button to open the Preview Your Company Settings window, where you can review your company file's default settings. On the Features Selected tab, you can see which features will be turned on and off by default. Note that you can change these later if needed. You can click the Chart of Accounts tab to review the accounts that will be used by your company file. You can check any accounts you wish to add, or remove the check from the checkbox for any accounts that you want to remove. You can click the Company File Location button in order to view the directory where QuickBooks will save your company file. If needed, you can click the Change Location button to open a Browse for Folder window that you can use to select a different file location to which to save the local copy of the company file. When you're finished, click the OK button within the Preview Your Company Settings window to return to the Express Start screen. At that point, when you're ready, click the Create Company File button to create your company file. After creating the company file, you can then add the customers, products, and services and bank accounts that are used by your company by simply clicking the Add button in the respective sections of the window that then appears. We will examine doing this in later chapters within this tutorial.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.